Hi everyone. I hope everybody is feeling good and that you and your families are all safe at this very difficult time. I'm going to do a presentation of my diverse lesson plan. I have chosen to introduce race and differences in skin color to my kindergarten class of 16 students, 9 of which are male and 7 are females. This kindergarten class is very diverse in cultures. We have a mix of Anglo, European cultures, African American, Asian, East European. In addition, I also have 3 students with IEPs and 5 students who are ESL learners. The way I decided to implement my lesson is by first reading a book, playing a Sesame song that also speaks about the colors of our skin. And in addition, I have decided to do a project with the students, a self-portrait project where the students are going to be able to basically choose their skin colors and other characteristics. And this is one of the ways that I'm going to assess for understanding. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to gather the students into the carpet area. I'm going to ask them to sit down as I pre-assess their prior knowledge of their skin color. The lesson objectives are one, that students are going to be able to recognize their own skin color. 2, they're going to be able to realize and recognize that their skin color is different than their classmates. They're going to also be able to create a self-portrait at the end of the project that's going to basically tie in everything together. So I'm going to start off by asking the students, do you know what color your skin is? So hopefully at this age, students are going to be able to identify whether they have white skin or dark skin. And so they're going to be able to answer. For those students who don't answer correctly, I know that I'm going to have to offer them more support and maybe a little bit more practice. Then I'm going to hold up my hands and I'm going to show them that I'm going to describe my skin color. And I'm going to show them that, I have white skin color. And, by demonstrating, by showing my hands and by showing them my face, I'm going to basically model how I expect that they're going to describe their skin color to me as well. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the students I love to go to the pool and I love to eat ice cream. And then I'm going to ask them who else likes to go to the pool and eat ice cream. And, those students are going to raise their hands and they're going to say, oh, we do. And then I'm going to pick another student with a different color. And I'm going to say, what kind of activities do you like to do? And whatever the other student responds, I'm going to ask who else likes to do this. Basically, what I'm trying to show is that even though we all have different skin colors, we all like to do the same activities. And we're going to continue with this kind of pre-assessment for a few minutes. And we're going to, and then we're going to ease our way into our book. Okay? And the book that I've chosen to bring into the lesson is The Skin You Live In by Michael Tyler. So first I'm going to hold up the book and I'm going to ask the students details about the book. Like I'm going to ask them, what color is this child's skin? And call in the children. Then I'm going to ask, what color is this skin? And call on the children. So basically what I'm going to do is, actually before this, I'm also going to play a little song. There's a Sesame song called The Color of My Skin. And basically I'm going to put it on the whiteboard. And this song basically shows that, different singers with different colored skin all singing the same song. And I also believe that, when you put in music and movement, it also, first of all, it gives another opportunity for students to learn what is being taught. Plus, it engages them and it, actually interests them. So we're going to start by reading the book. What I like about this book is that it's so, it lists actually activities and things that kids do in their everyday life that basically can engage and interest the students. And the colors, as you can see, are very vivid and bold and very eye-catching. So I'm going to start by reading along, and I'm going to say, hey, look at your skin, the wonderful skin you live in. The skin you're all day in, the skin that you play in, the skin that you snuggle up, cuddle up, lay in, the skin that you beam in, the skin that you scream in, the skin that you dream about eating ice cream in. Now, throughout the whole story, I'm going to pause frequently, and I'm going to ask the students text-related questions to basically measure for understanding. So, for example, in particular, I'm going to ask the students over here, I'm going to ask them, so this student and this student have two different color skins, but they're both doing the same thing. And I'm going to ask the students, what do you think they're both doing? And then they're going to say, oh, they're sleeping, they're dreaming, things like that. The skin you have fun in, the skin that you run in, the skin that you hop, skip, and jump in the sun in, the skin that you laugh in, the skin that you cry in, the skin that you look to the sky and ask why in. It's baby born new skin and your family too skin, and glows when it shows that it knows we love you skin. Then I'm going to pause and ask the students, look at this family. This family has different color skins, but they're all part of the same family. Then I'm going to ask students, who else in their family has the same skin color or different skin color? And I'm going to ask them to basically reflect and explain, their community, they're going to ask them to communicate their family, basically characteristics, skin color, and, other things that they might want to reflect. It's face the rain bold skin, and snow angel cold skin, and warm again, leaden again, sunshine behold skin. It's trembling frights grin, and cringes at night skin, but turn off the lights to make birthday cake bright skin. It's whatever you do skin, be happy it's you skin. You can't live without it. I'm glad it's me too skin. So basically this book is very, very interesting, and it has so much, so many beautiful pictures and artwork, and it's a lot of activities that children like to do, and I think that's gonna basically sort of bring them in and have them join into the conversations. After we read this book, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a post reading discussion. Once again, I'm going to ask the students about the skin they live in and what activities they like to do. And after we finish that conversation, I'm going to ask the students to join me at the Art Center. I have preset 4 tables with 4 students in each. And what we have is I have set up these materials that we're going to need to perform, to basically complete the task. So as you can see, these are multicultural crayons, and we have the regular ones for the students who, can use regular, but then I also have the large crayons for the student. One of the students has OT delays, so it's gonna be much easier for him to use these, the jumbo crayons. Same thing with the scissors. We have the, therapeutic scissors that our students who have a problem with cutting, they're going to be able to use this. Other than that, we have googly eyes and we have hair strands. What I'm going to ask the students to do is I'm going to actually demonstrate as I tell them what it is, because I want them to see what's expected of them. So basically, they're each going to take a face cutout. And I'm going to ask them to choose the color to begin by choosing the colors of their skin color. And they're going to have to color in, and they're going to have to put in the googly eyes, the hair strands, and basically create a self-portrait. This is going to be used to measure for understanding, because if the students are able to correctly identify their skin color, that means that they have met the learning objective. If that they identify their skin color. And for those who can't actually, are struggling in choosing their skin color, I will be there to sort of help them out, support them, scaffold, the instruction, and just basically to provide more support and extra practice for them to actually master the content. Once before we complete it, during this conversation, the other two assistants as well as myself are going to be sitting at the tables, and we're going to try to basically stimulate conversations and discussions about skin color and what we've learned, just so basically we can observe and assess for understanding, to see which of the students are mastered the knowledge and which did not. The conversations are also going to basically spark conversations between the students themselves. Okay, so after the students have had their chance to complete it, I'm going to ask them to go sit down in the carpet area and wait for everybody to finish. Once everybody has finished, they're going to go to the carpet. I'm going to bring the self-portraits, and I'm going to ask each individual student to come up and basically present their own self-portrait to the rest of the class. And by them being able to describe what they have done, I have known that I know and that they have actually mastered and basically met the learning objectives. After they have had a chance to basically present it and describe the skin they live in, I'm going to basically sum up, and I'm going to explain to the students that we need to look around, and we need to realize and recognize that we all have different skin colors. But even though we have different skin colors, we are all part of the same world, and we all are beautiful, and we all like to, we enjoy doing the same activities, we enjoy eating the same foods, we enjoy doing the same things, and basically, hopefully, that I'm trying to still feeling of social acceptance and self-esteem, and basically just love for everybody. We all need to be friends, no matter what skin color, no matter what culture, no matter what religion. This is just one of the many, many lessons that I plan on introducing to my class. And this is something that we can build upon. So if we start out by cultural diversity of, let's say, skin color and race, next thing we could do something about the cultures, the family cultures. And we can continue by doing, differences in religion and differences in learning abilities, and just keeps on growing. And every time we learn about something new, we just gonna strengthen our skills of acceptance and awareness and sensitivity and friendship and love. And we just all want to be treated equal and fair. And the more we teach our children and our students about that, the more they're gonna learn empathy and acceptance of others. And the last thing I'm going to do, other than put on the Sesame Street song again, I'm going to basically hold up posters and, show the kids, for especially for those who are visual learners and need visual stimuli to help them learn. And I found this poster that's very, very, actually really ties in. God created our skin tones with beautiful variety, but all of our souls are the same color. And that's what I want students to remember, that even though we all might look different, we're all part of the same universe. And basically the last thing I'm going to do is, in our classroom we have a multicultural wall, and I'm going to explain to the students that in our next multicultural lesson we're going to invite our families, and we're going to invite them to see our self-portraits on our wall, and students are going to be able to present it. In addition, we're going to be basically learning about multicultural concepts, and we're going to ask each family to bring in something from their culture, from their heritage, and basically it's like a show and tell. So it's all going to tie in together. And that's about it. So thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you all stay safe, and can't wait to hear what you thought of my presentation. Thank you.